So I've been wanting to do a video series because I have a feeling that there are a lot of people out there like me who are trying to juggle running and training for events with life. And I guess this video is to kick off that series. I've been wanting to do this for 2 or 3 years, and I'm finally kicking myself in the ass and saying, stop making excuses and just do it. If it reaches people and it resonates, that's great. If it doesn't, you still did it. So I like doing videos, and I just don't have the opportunity to do them as much anymore. We used to do them about traveling, but we don't travel around the Netherlands as much anymore. And I don't like to do scripted videos. I like watching scripted videos. I think it's a great talent and skill set to be able to do that, but it's just not my style. So I wanted to find a subject that interested me, that I enjoyed, and that I felt other people might be able to get some benefit out of. So that's what this is. See, I'm I don't know, late 40s. I'm 48 years old. I'll be 49 at the end of this month. I work a 9-to-5 job in a fairly demanding field. And I really believe that there's a lot of people out there that are in a similar situation. And I watch a lot of YouTube, and a lot of the YouTube running channels that I watch, they've got amazing reviews, or they're 20-something-year-olds, 30-something-year-olds that are out there killing it. And their videos are amazing. But one of the things that doesn't resonate with me about a lot of those things is that I'm not a 20-something-year-old. I'm not a 30-something-year-old. So running is, I have to take a different approach to running than that. My body doesn't recover as fast. I have sometimes different responsibilities. I have different tracks in life and different priorities. And I want to do a video series that maybe resonates with people that find themselves in a similar situation. So a little bit about like my running journey. I am not a lifelong runner. I actually kind of suck at running. I'm just really good at endurance sports because I find solitude and comfort kind of in that pain cave, pain zone type environment. I think I did my first Strava run in 2016 when I was living in New York, and it was just like a 3 or 5K, and I was just trying to find if I could figure out running in with my competitive cycling at the time. And then we moved to the Netherlands, and I was still a cyclist, but I wasn't enjoying it as much when we moved here. And we were traveling a lot more, and I wanted to find a way to keep fit and keep moving. And I picked up running more and more. And then in January 1st of 2021, I think it was 2021, I ran my first 10K. And I woke up that morning, and I said, you know what, this year I want to try to run a 10K. And I was struggling to run 5Ks at the time. I was walking and all of that stuff. And I said, to hell with it. The weather was good, and I just went to the park and I just ran until I hit the 10K mark. And I enjoyed it, so I said, let's do something about this. And I signed up for a half marathon, like so many other people did. It's the middle of COVID, you got nothing going on, so you're working from home every day of the week, you're not going out, you've got nothing but time on your hands. And I said, let's do a half K. So I went online and I bought a training program for 15 or 20 euro and said, let's go do this. And I knew nothing about training for running. And I pushed and I made every mistake possible and hurt myself really bad in that first half marathon. I finished it, but to be honest with you, I never should have started it. And I hurt myself so bad that I couldn't run for 6 months, and I ended up in physiotherapy. And then I said, okay, well, now my goal is to do a half marathon without getting injured. So I went out and I hired a coach, And that coach got me through the next half marathon, and it went so well that I said, you know what, let's do a marathon just to check it off the bucket list and say I did a marathon. And I ran my first full marathon in 2023. And it was the Amsterdam full marathon. And I remember distinctly leading up to that marathon, we were in Norway with some friends that have both run multiple marathons, and they're both sports doctors. And my friend Rebecca said to me, she's like, you will know in the last 10K if this will be your last marathon or if you will sign up. And I distinctly remember the moment of saying, I'm going to do this again. And then I really started to dive into what has to be done to run multiple marathons. And then the next year I didn't work with my coach. I bought a more robust training plan, and I started leveraging the stuff that I had learned over the previous 3 seasons and figuring out how to make that training plan work for me. And then I decided over this winter to get a running coach certification. Not that I necessarily want to go out and coach people, but I wanted to learn the mechanics behind why you build training plans you do. So this year I am training for the London Marathon, and I am doing a hybrid approach, whereas I'm repurposing a old training plan that I had, and then I am tweaking it using the knowledge that I have from the running coach certification. And my ultimate goal here is to run a little bit faster, stay healthy, figure out how to work this all into my life. And the true ultimate goal is I want to run the 6 major marathons, the original 6. I know that they've added a 7th now, and they're probably going to add an 8th and a 9th. But I want to run the original 6. I ran Chicago last year. I'll put a card to the video here. I set a personal best. My goal was to run under 4 hours, and I did. I had a stretch goal that I didn't meet, which is good because not meeting all of your stretch goals keeps you humble. And yeah, I've just kind of gotten, I guess, bitten by this bug of training. See, the way my brain works is I need to have a goal and I need to have a plan. I am extremely ADHD. I struggle with dyslexia. I struggle with anxiety and depression, and running helps all of that. Running gives me structure in my life. Running gives me purpose. Well, a lot of things in my life give me purpose, but running gives me personally a purpose to always get up and do stuff and keep moving. And I have found that the benefits of training and running marathon far outweigh the physical benefits that I get from it. To be honest with you, I don't necessarily really like running. I just like what running does for me. And I am going to do this video series to take people along with me on this journey, at least to London, if not for the year. I don't want to do tech reviews. There's a million tech reviews out there. And if you want tech reviews, I can link to a number of channels that I watch for that. I will talk about the gear that I use and why I use it and why I have found it works for me. But I'm not going to talk about stack height and drop, and I'm not going to talk about, whatever it is. I am just going to show what I use, why I use it, and when I use it. And then, hopefully people get some use out of it. And if nobody gets use out of it, I get the use out of making the videos, and this gives me another goal to work on. So if you have any questions, please post them in the comments, and I will try to answer them. And I will try to post one video a week in the 5 to 10 minute range. so that it fits into everybody's schedule. And yeah, let's go on this journey to just try to authentically bring my training regimen, routine, and my running experience to anybody who might find some use out of it. So yeah, that's it. This is, what is this? I think this is week 2 of the year. It's January 9th. And I am in full swing of London Marathon training, which is like 109, 108 days away. I think that's like 15 or 16 weeks. I am through my first training block, and we're just going to keep going. So yeah, comment below if you got any questions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next week. Cheers.